Hey everyone, it's Deb here from Deb's Greenhouse, and for today's video we are planting our Royal Red hanging basket. Our Royal series do really great in the hot sun and in the wind, so if you have a spot like that, our Royal series baskets might be perfect for you. So the Royal Red is super pretty. Here's a picture of it from last year, and this is about the size at the end of May or early June. It is super pretty. So we're going to get this planted. We have our 15-inch hanging basket filled with our professional potting mix. If you don't live near us, any garden center will have a good potting mix that will work in your hanging baskets. We always start with fertilizer. Throw that in, work it in the top a little bit if you want. Now this fertilizer is 14-14-14. Any slow release fertilizer that is good for hanging baskets or flowering will work well for your containers like this. The next thing we do is we always water it in. So here's our basket recipe book. This has the Royal Red on it. Now for each combo that we have, we built these things called dibblers, and it's basically a giant wooden stamp that shows us exactly where we want those plugs to sit in our hanging basket. Now it's easier to see the spots after it's been wet, but it's also better for plant depth if we have it pre-wet before we plant. So this basket has 8, 9, 10 plugs in it, and it can take that many to have a very full basket. And that is our goal here, is to have giant, beautiful baskets. It's kind of what we specialize in. If you are interested in our hanging basket recipe book, it is available on Amazon. I will put a link in the comments for you to take a look at that. And it shows just about every basket recipe that we are growing for 2026. There's a few new ones that we have never grown before that didn't make the book because we don't have a picture of them. I actually need to look at this to plant it. Our Royal baskets always start around geraniums. Geraniums are heat tolerant and wind tolerant. So we're going to start planting these. If they had a bud or a bloom, I would pinch it out. These don't. It just ensures that the roots start developing instead of putting its energy into flowers at this stage. And you could do that with your 4-inch as well when you get them home in early May, is pinch out the buds and blooms just for better root development. Next for this recipe, we add 2 Calibrachoa. These are a double lemon, and they look like little lemon rose buds. They're very pretty. If they need a pinch, we pinch them, just taking out that very tip. Now we add 1 to either side of the geranium. For a really nice balanced basket, we always plant things opposite of each other. The next addition are 2 Itsy white petunias. This is the first year that we're adding the Itsy into this basket. In previous years, we've used Lobelia, and we've also used another petunia called Bubbles. Now the Bubbles is beautiful, but it has a purple throat. We actually are using it in our Royal Lavender mix, but for some of the other mixes, we're going with the pure white mini petunia. The Lobelia looks beautiful in the baskets, but if it wilts a few times through the summer, it kind of fizzles out. Petunias can take a little bit more abuse as far as wet and dry cycles in your watering through the summer, and we find that the color just lasts a bit longer for that little pop of white. If you have a shadier area or you're really on top of watering, the Lobelia will do just fine. Oops, I also need to give those a little pinch just to encourage more branching quicker. So the picture that you see now are pictures that were sent in by one of our customers who has pre-ordered these baskets in previous years. The pictures you can see on the screen now are Royal Red baskets sent in by one of our customers. These photos were taken in August. So the size it will be in store compared to what it grows into is quite a significant difference. Now you'll really see that the vines are just this beautiful carpet, and the vine we use for this is called Lamium Silver Frost. And it really does have a silvery look on the mature leaf. The new leaves are a little more green, and that would be typical on the Lamium. To get really strong branching plants, we just pinch out the tip of that plant very simply, and this will make it cascade and branch out even quicker than it would on its own. Again, pinch that out. Now this basket combo, we put in 4 vines. We have experimented over the years, and we found that 4 really just gave us that magnificent look that we want in our baskets here, if you're gonna skimp out on anything, I wouldn't skimp out on the vines. For really full hanging baskets, putting in a few more plants really makes a difference in the long run. Now you can see we have our plants fairly tight to the center. Doing that makes them intertwine their branches right at the base, and they're stronger in the wind. Now these plants can already tolerate the wind, but having stronger mingled branches makes them even better in windy areas. And that's what we want this basket to do, is stay really strong and healthy for you in the heat and in the wind. And this basket will do that. We're almost done. We got to put on the hanger. And then we put on the price and the barcode for easier checkout. And last but very helpful, we always sticker the bottom of our pots with the price tag, so when you're walking around looking, you can see the price. Thanks for watching today's video. If you'd like to see more of our video tutorials, we have a whole category of them on our YouTube channel, Gardening with Deb's Greenhouse. We're on TikTok as well at Deb's Greenhouse, Instagram at Deb's Greenhouse, and Facebook, Deb's Greenhouse. You can always refer to our website if you have any other questions, or give us a message on any of those social media platforms. Thanks for watching.